This Sunday, we have some readings that really focus on the bond of love that creates the community that we have. The first reading is from the earlier part of Paul's letter to the Thessalonians, where he talks about that he had come to that group of believers in love, and not with a heavy weight of the law, but rather like a nurse who was looking after her own children. Such an intimate picture there. And then in the gospel, someone asks Jesus, what is the greatest of all of the laws? What is the greatest commandment? And of course, Jesus says to love God and to love your neighbor as yourself. That on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So we'll be thinking about that bond of love that really unites us into community. The opening voluntary that will start the service is a setting of the Ubi Caritas, that chant that we associate with Maundy Thursday. Wherever there is love and charity, God himself is there. And this is a setting, an organ setting of that familiar chant by the Minnesota-based composer Marilyn Beery. Very beautiful setting. At the sequence hymn, we'll be singing Take My Life and Let It Be Consecrated, Lord, to Thee, with that idea that everything we do should be bound in that love that we have for God, and that we show forth that love of God in our love of each other. Very familiar and yet really lovely tune that we enjoy singing. The anthems for the service will both focus again on that idea of love. The choir will be singing a contemporary setting of the words, If you love me, keep my commandments, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter. It has a kind of a stately opening that is very relaxed, and yet it has so much confidence. And the sopranos enter alone. At the communion, the choir will sing a very familiar tune by John Rutter. In my opinion, this is maybe one of his most attractive melodies, setting some words from the 1400s, Thy Perfect Love. And the text, Jesu, my love, my joy, my rest, Thy perfect love close in my breast, asking that God sow up his love in our hearts that we may show it to one another. And like I say, it has this beautiful melody by John Rutter. And it goes on. So some very gentle kinds of pieces of music that we have, and yet also expressing that love. At the end of the service, we will go out with the hymn, God is love, let heaven adore him. God is love, let earth rejoice. And with that final summation statement, God is love, so love forever over the universe must reign. And in our hymnal, it's paired with that, again, very majestic tune, Abbott's Lead. Some great music and some great chances to think about all it is that bind us together in community. And knowing that it's the Sunday before Halloween, if you stick around for the postlude, you might have just a little bit of preview for Saturday as well. So we hope that you'll join us in love, or maybe even a little spookiness, this weekend here at St. John's.